Oh, it's funny. A couple of days ago, I was asked to what I think about brand and to do a video on brand. So I did that, right? And I talked about logo. You see our logo there on the barn above me, and how the fact that most people spend their time and effort on the logo, and that logo is not it. That's not your brand, right? Your brand is something else. It's the emotion, the trust, and the storytelling were the three elements that I gave you. Now, the reason why I say it's kind of interesting that that happened is because the next day, the CEO of Cracker Barrel went online and on national television, and they posted and talked about a brand refresh that they were doing, that they were going to change the logo, change the design of the stores, all these things they've done for the Cracker Barrel. Now, for many companies, that might be pretty exciting and pretty neat, but for Cracker Barrel, what ended up happening is a loss of $180 million in their value on the stock exchange. $180 million. Now, why is that so? Okay, are people really that upset about the change in the logo and the fact that there's not the grandpa next to the barrel on the logo anymore? I don't think it has anything to do at all. I think it has more to do with what they did with the store design, right? Now, I would give them great credit because with Cracker Barrel, they really checked all those boxes on brand, right? Cracker Barrel, when you walk in that store, it evokes emotion. You feel it, okay? It takes you back in time to a simpler life, a life without smartphones, a life without social media, right? And to food, that was the way was like when we went to visit our grandparents, right? And so that's what happens in there. And then there's trust in that brand, right? We all know that if we go to the Cracker Barrel in Missouri, or go to the Cracker Barrel in Virginia, or go to the Cracker Barrel in Texas, that the food, the menus, the atmosphere, the feel is all going to be the same, right? They built that trust. But the biggest thing is I think they did a great job on storytelling. When you walk into that store, there's a story to be told, right? And they take you on a journey just with the candies and the different things that they have, the different merchandising that they do, and so on. Even the meals themselves, the food and stuff that they prepare, they're kind of trying to tell a story about a simpler life, a better time. And people really resonate with that. And I think the revolt that's going on is that people are like going, okay, well, I'm not interested in that anymore. I can get it because I saw the redesign, got to see inside the store, and it's almost like a marketing company came to them and said, hey, it's time for a brand refresh, it's time for an overhaul. If you really want to grow your business, this is what you're going to have to do. And so they went and they said, okay, well, let's do the Chip and Joanna Gaines version of Cracker Barrel. And so it's white and shiplappy and all that. But honestly, when you walk inside, it's really like walking inside a Holiday Inn Express. And I'm not meaning to be mean or critical, but it kind of feels that way in there. So perhaps what they're thinking is, hey, we're looking for the next the Gen Alphas that are coming in, and they're going to start buying their own food, and they're going to start choosing a place. They're not going to connect with the Cracker Barrel that you guys know. We have to have a different Cracker Barrel. Or here's our market research. What's interesting is that they've really kind of fumbled this whole thing because they've not shared anything with us about why they made the decision, why it's a smart decision, and what to do. And as their value has been free falling, I haven't seen any kind of response. I'm not really picking on them on that. I really wanted to call them out and say, gosh, if there is a brand that was doing a great job with the stuff that I was talking about and what to do with the brand, it was Cracker Barrel, right? It evokes emotion from us when we go there and when we think about it. We trust it and can trust what it's going to be like and what it's there. And then there's stories all throughout that when you come into an old country store before you even go back into the restaurant. There was a feeling and emotion that came with that. So they really checked all three boxes, and I thought they did really well. And so for me, what was fascinating is what I see is the fans of that business, the ones that love them so much have said, look, most of them said, don't even touch our logo, right? We don't even want you to touch our logo. But I think more important, they're saying, we loved your brand. Why are you changing the brand we love?